Good. Are you okay?
Yes.
And I
I think it's fine, yes.
You don't want
so
it
long
to
as
be...
you can hear me.
I can hear you, but I want everybody to hear you. That's when you know someone can't answer. All right. I was here for Sanya Bidin kind extra mono and Hajia Barikisu Haruna. I am Municipal Nutrition Officer Ewa Hase Africa East. Aha, Sanso and Ethel Asma and also so a nutrition officer ewo hase ya chese ye baba bedi enkomo na meeting kanka se enne enkomo ye baba bedi efa nutrition throughout the life cycle eho mianka sankasa no brofo no esuye pa e de mame enti no ye bebie kwan ama ye mpeni for mo acheche mu na afede ye the questions no a follow up enti hajia mehia se efio so
yes
me pa cho ho to say ayo ye da alase I hope say bibi akoso yi ye de nyankopon ase na acha me pacho nutrition throughout the life cycle no e de ade obi tie obi say where the way access one e de ade
okay so nutrition throughout the life cycle kire say nipa aduane ana aduane duro na nipa bia ehia every nyense ekosi say akola ne wapie na oye abrowa so it is the nutrient needs of the stages in life that we have. Let's say from pregnancy to infancy to adolescent to adulthood and then old age. So the development that we all go through, we have some nutrient needs at every stage of this development. So nutrition throughout the life cycle is all about that, the nutrients and the challenges or challenges that we all encounter or need, the nutrients that we need throughout these stages in life.
Okay, ain't it from pregnancy?
Yes, from pregnancy to infancy to childhood, adolescent, adult, and then old age.
Okay, ain't it yensha same free pregnancy no? Yenko.
So for pregnancy, the nutrient needs are nutrients are needed in pregnancy to help with healthy development of the child and then also for the maternal health. So with pregnancy near here no say iron foods that high in iron, protein and then also vitamin D for better growth of the child and then also for the maternal health.
Okay.
That is for pregnancy. So we need other ones, but the iron and the protein are more important during pregnancy. Iron for blood formation, because a child is also growing in you. You need blood that circulates with the nutrients all around. So we need more blood, and so we need more iron to make the blood. And then for the proteins are for growth. So as a child is also growing inside you, you need more protein for your own development or whatever that you are using activities. You also need more for the child to also develop and grow well in your stomach before it comes out. So that is for the pregnancy.
That is for the pregnancy.
Yes.
Okay. Then the infancy.
Then the infancy. For the infancy, what they need, the nutrients that they need are mostly protein, and these are found in breast milk and then also nutrient dense complementary feeding. So it is recommended that from birth up to 6 months, we should do exclusive breastfeeding where the child is fed on only breast milk until they are 6 months. Then after 6 months, then you start with the family foods. Any food that you eat in the house, you can give to the child, and then you also look into the iron-rich food. So as you are giving whatever you eat in the house, you also make sure that they are high in iron, and then vitamin A and then protein for the growth of this child.
Okay. You made mention of exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months.
Yes.
Okay. Now sometimes so better so be back say yes nkwala no omo no function kwa hodin ni mo enti akola no enya be 3-4 months ni start titi benku ni mpotompoto sha akola nenum eno so
tebi akola no onhia
Okay,
so whatever nutrients that the child needs from birth up to 6 months, it is found in the breast milk. What all that you need to do is to feed this child on demand whenever he or she needs the breast milk. And you can even recollect that they say you shouldn't even add water. Yes, because the breast milk contains a lot of water. 80% of the breast milk is water, so you don't need to add water to the breast milk. If not, it will look like you are diluting it, the nutrients in it. So the child, whatever nutrient the child needs for better growth, for brain development, and then the best of growth is found in the breast milk. You don't need to add any other thing. When you start adding other things before 6 months, sometimes the child's develop the intestines might not be so developed to contain some of these things, these foods. Okay. So when you give them, they might eat it. They might not fall sick, but their bodies will not be able to utilize the nutrients that are in those foods. So in that way, it means you are denying the child of some of the nutrients, even though you think that the child eats, is satisfied, is not crying, but they might not grow well. But when you feed with the breast milk, they contain every nutrient that the child needs to grow and grow well.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Me who say yes, sister Ethel. Boniti unko na just on madam me ya adwen me bacho nyesa. Okay, me bacho me pese bibisa say, why is nutrition important at the very early stage in life? I didn't know we here.
Basically for proper development.
Okay.
Because our whole being is nutrition. Untuminka say you are living your life without eating. So what you eat is very important. Right from our early childhood, it's very important. Say you be the path for growth, for brain development, for energy, and it cuts across all the life stages. See, I say every stage, Biana, the kind of things that you need, it's in high, like in high volume. So it's right from early childhood, encourage you say maybe more of fruits, vegetables. So say now a boosty immune system prevents the children from diseases, because also at that stage, they are still growing. See, we need them to be more healthy to get to the adolescent and adulthood stage. I say on my fit kakranti. I say we do adolescence and then the adulthood. Now that one you are more of maintaining. But from the early childhood, you are now growing. So you are now developing most of the growth in you, like most of the things in you, like your height, weight, everything. Be having na any nutrition here pa adia obedi adia obenum very very important.
Not just said mitie de kana free nyin say more to sa age no e ho hia pa.
Yes, very very important.
And only very very important.
Yes. Yes, the nyoma be brave beba. Like a lot of a risk beba.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Now me pacho my main say can poor nutrition have negative impacts on our kidney?
Yes.
Okay.
Very very much. Yes, because also like I said earlier, what we eat is what is sustaining us or maintaining our system. And see, whatever you are eating, it's more or less protecting you or causing you harm. Yes. So poor nutrition is more or less putting pressure on your kidney, and it's increasing your risk of these non-communicable diseases, other kidney diseases. And so we encourage you say to prevent these things or to at least manage it or control it. And we would do more of like African foods, contemporary, okro, say fruits near and then you rather limit, because you can't say processed foods need there. Would rather encourage say and reducing nama increase the cooking of your local foods trouble for ye say egg stew why and nice no we reduce with sugar no salt intake, because I know no san your men the pressure to kidney so and say sound so increase your risk, because you don't even know if hereditary or sa yarea no then now you are just adding with DNA is now adding to the fact that you could already be at risk. So rather control it or protect yourself by just eating right. Now it ensure we are dehydrated. You are also putting your kidney at risk. You are putting pressure on the kidney. Yes.
Okay, so now that you've mentioned water, I mean, Bissau, it's Osha in a day. ensure sign na wo say nipa yemfa ne say me nom
At least
yemfa ne say bottle and sachet saying and I was say nipa nom.
Usually we'll say at least 8 liters.
Okay.
Yes. Or eight cups, eight glasses or cups of water. So, but if you can go more than that, because it depends on what you do as well.
Okay.
Some people do very vigorous ejuma. They will need more intake of water. But anka kra one insuo dear. Anka 8 glasses of water. Into maybe a sachet is 500
it's
ml.
500.
Yes, so that's so that will be
that's 4 sachets
of water. Yes, so that will be 4.
The minimum.
Yes.
Okay. So
I was
like
2 liters.
Okay.
Yes, I said 2 liters per day.
Yes. It's no one nom and so was on ochena sa.
Yes.
Okay.
It's yes, I would the bomb the whole of the week now. 2 liters. No, maybe one day no. No one nom sa 4 sachets. Of water. No. Yes.
Okay. All right. My TV that say. Aje amen samra usubium. Me pacho. Say ya nkomo na akwa pieke na side no. Mama mbisa enwane ben na wo feel say ye dia. Ebetimi aboa yen na aboa yen kidneys ne so.
Okay. So for kidney health, you just need to eat the right amount of foods that the healthy, you have to go by healthy eating. And the healthy eating includes less of added sugars, it includes less of fats, saturated fats, it also includes less of salt, and then also increase in water intake, no smoking, and then all other things that you do to prevent these chronic diseases, because they are all predisposing factors to each other. What I mean is that, like, if you have diabetes, it is a predisposing factor for kidney disease. If you have kidney disease too, you are predisposed to getting diabetes or hypertension. So it's like they are brothers, that if you get this one, you are likely to get the other one. So what we do to prevent any of these, plus kidney, hypertension, diabetes, is just to eat right. And then mostly what we need to prevent is salt intake, lot of salt intake or added sugars, processed foods, less water, and then more of a saturated fat. But what we also need to eat is the fruits and vegetables, more fruits and vegetables, and then high fiber foods, that's the grains, non-polished foods. All these things helps with the kidney. So we need to eat more of these, the grains, the vegetables, the fruits, and then more of water. Then we have to reduce the fatty foods, like the junk foods, and then also salt, processed foods, like takeaway foods, like those that you buy from outside.
The sachet.
Yes, because those ones, you can't control the amount of salt that is in it. You can't control the amount of oil that they have used in it. So it's like it's already packaged. That it's not in a way that you can go and then reduce the salt. No. Maybe if it is high for you, the only thing you do is that if it is liquid, you say maybe you are adding water, diluting it, but the same amount of salt is still inside that you will take.
Sometimes, you know, I do that thing a lot. Also, I thought drinking, you say sugar no woman, so you don't feel guilty. No, I'm a just say,
you are only dealing with the taste, your taste buds, but the amount of sugar is still the same.
Na yes I will be one more drink. The reason why you are diluting it is because something is telling you that the sugar content is too much. But akosua ne ngrofo omonte ometono mu di nsuo gumu adu nti mepacho yesi ni nyina enye yenhwe ni enjai why na yenyina yentina se enche yo mepacho mesan aba usubio wasresa asemo. Yeah, let's talk about lifestyle.
Okay.
Or kasano, aja kasano can be say processed foods, ne sanyoma nyoma. E fa so bi wo hono ma ejuma oye no. What you say, ebi on pon time na ebi obedu fie na aduane ndi fie nteja no afada on no akwaje ya no mu de yibi na we like that's your lifestyle.
Yeah.
How about that?
So for that, honestly speaking, usually, and can I encourage you say, if possible, ube to me the aduane kakra akwa adwuma. Honestly speaking, like if it's possible, you take aduane to work and no nebeboa. But if not, na se won to me, then it means that now you have to look at the time I would do and what you eat at that time. If it is late and you know that a comdewa. Adiasa, so just protect yourself instead of eating indiani emodru no benku and those things no. Why don't you stick to lights? Ebia ubedi cry ebia emo kakra. Also what did at that time now? We encourage say the carbo is small and then you have more of the proteins. Proteins no make proteins ankasa that's and then after eating too, we'll encourage that you walk around a little. The physical activity is very important.
Okay.
When we are speaking about nutrition, lifestyle, physical activity is always important. You are not just eating and then you expect that bibiabeko fine. You are adding physical activity as well. So it's either you are walking, you are jogging, you know, something like an activity or we are exercising, something you are using to burn down the fats and all of that, because yenim say they break down something like carbohydrates, they break down into glucose, and also so too much of that, it has its own side effects and all of that. So to protect yourself or to maintain a healthy lifestyle, now when you say at least say break it down into glucose, now when you do the physical activity you are burning down that fat inti indiania obetimi di ebia do more of smoothies. You can do juices. Also instead of carbonated drinks no yeto fruits, instead of watching them spoil or go to waste no, you can blend. There are in fact, honestly speaking, we have interesting ways of making food very edible, like yes, beautiful, yes, attractive, like you don't even want to buy again.
Make it me pen me paper me. Mommy, sister,
like
mommy.
We have the normal ones, the yam and all of that. But when we come to the fruits and the veggies, you can do a lot of nice combos. You know, you can do the banana, carrots, smoothie. Also, and no, you're not adding no additives, so no sugar, nothing. No, the only additive is probably water. Okay. Maybe to make it a bit lighter, because banana modu into all blended with something like carrots. We here in CO2 at least make it a bit in CO kakra. Okay. You can do the last time baby oatmeal, oats, normal oats, like the not the refined one, like the local oats. Local ones, yes, and then I blended it with banana and then apple. So the banana to give it the sweetener, the sweetener, and then the apple to it will reduce the sugar a bit for you. You will not know, but what blender you taste that a banana taste the sugar in the banana and alcohol foam kakra. So I did that, and then I did this fresh milk, the milk without any additives. The ayasano a form because but what blend there because of the banana is very nice and it's very nutritious because of the oats. There's fiber. You know that you have fiber in that, you have protein in that, you have your fruits in that. You get me right. So you are doing all of these beetroot, to me blended beetroot, mango, like there are very interesting ways of like making your food beautiful. You even want to eat it. Okay. So anka no chilled carbonate then I fruit juice mom now one chillina and I do to one saving and only you're more healthy. You get it. More healthy. And then in as much as you are eating all these healthy foods, don't forget your exercise. Yes, don't forget no matter what you do. If you know that you work in a place that they be now find some 5 minutes out of your time, like, and walk around a bit. Now I'm about to say at a point, then you do another 5 minutes, walk around, come. It's very important because the sitting too much also has its own side effect. Like sitting a lot, not eating. Wow, tenacity baby. Also, I won't didi. Yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah.
Okay. Achia, me pacho. Even though what our sister said, no, it's nice, it's interesting, no, we should also know, say, we have yenyan mubia, fruits and vegetables, dear. We are a ding. Obi wa no ma wabo mo de achi nkosia ma no wakwa kwhye dan na echi no yi vegetables na ewo mu no enkwala be nso wo no mo fruit a said you be package ama na de akọ school no or the wadi ebebrosa. Ain't people like this? What do we do?
To encourage them to eat healthy.
Eat it, yes.
Okay, so with that one, it depends on the individuals. So let's say, for example, you say you fry egg for a child who will go and sit behind somewhere and remove the onion and then the vegetables. What you can do is just blend it and add it to the egg. He will not see it.
Okay.
Okay. So if it is the fruits that you cut and give to them too, and they don't eat, maybe they preferred it juice. So you juice it for them. And then also other things that we can do to encourage them, the children, to eat healthy is for we ourselves to start. We should eat healthy for them to see. So because if you are not taking healthy foods, you cut the watermelon and whatever, then you give to them and they don't see you eating it. You are discouraging them. But if they see that you are also eating it, it encourages them to eat. Another thing too is that maybe in the schools we should promote healthy choices. Some people, they give their children money to go and buy snacks. So in the school compound or around, they should encourage healthy foods, the fruits, the vegetables, and then the healthy ones, and then also avoid the soft drinks and things. So that, because the children is what they see that they buy. If they go around, they don't see soft drinks, whatever that is available, they will be
tempted to.
Yes, tempted to buy that one than going home without eating. So let's make the school environment too friendly, nutrition friendly, and also in the houses too. We shouldn't stock our house with the soft drinks and unhealthy foods. We should have healthy foods all around us. We should encourage them and also talk to them about the importance of eating healthy. That when you eat healthy now, when you grow up, it will prevent you from getting these non-communicable diseases and things. So there are so many ways of encouraging these children to eat healthy, and even we the adults, it's encouraging. If you the one advising somebody that she should eat this, that, and then the person don't even see you yourself taking it, it will encourage the person to do that. So we the parents have to start it and then make sure that the environment is nutrition friendly, so that they see what they see is what they buy. And even in the society or in your community, you should make sure that they have fruit stands at various points, vegetables, and then whole grains, and then also to reduce the number of people who sell these processed foods and then junk foods, because what they see is what they buy. So let's say in a community you don't have anyone even selling these junk foods, and then there are adolescents and then children in the area, you will see that their frequency of eating these foods will be less than those children who are living in communities that they have a lot of those stands. So those are the ways of encouraging these children to eat healthy. And also on the part of the government can also restrict some processing of certain unhealthy foods in the country, so that we don't even see them to buy. Yes, even if you get them to buy, maybe the imported one, it will be so costly that it will encourage a lot of people to go in for it. But we should make them the locally available ones cheaper. If we have fruit juice always around instead of the soft drinks, people are likely to go in for the fruit juice instead of roaming about looking for soft drinks to buy. So making the nutritious foods available is one of the ways of encouraging children to take.
Okay, thank you very much. But let me ask you this: Ebia, obi wo honoma for a very long time were engaging in this kind of lifestyle. We did nyoma, we're abusing the system for so long. And I want to know, are there signs, are there signs that you would see, say, this is what is happening to me? Are there signs?
Okay, so let's say for kidney. For kidney, the signs might be that you have the early stages, there are no signs.
Okay.
The early stages,
no
signs.
So if there are no signs at the early stages, does it mean say betimi awon for long awunim?
Yes.
Wow.
So what you need to do is, that's why it's encouraged that every year you should go and do a medical checkup. You check your kidney function. They take your blood sample and they check your kidney functioning, whether your kidney is functioning well or not. Because most of the time kidney, it's when you get to, let's say, stage 2, stage 3, before you get to know, you will start having swelling like edema, fluid retention in some parts of your body. you know what kidney does, it regulates the fluid in our bodies. If you drink so much water, you see that you wee very quickly and then often.
Okay.
So that's what it does, and also remove toxins or waste product from the body. So when it starts depreciating, like it is sick, when the kidney becomes sick, it will not be able to do these things. So you see that the fluid, you drink water, you take fluids, then you start seeing edema, like your some parts will be swollen with water fluid retention.
So when you say some parts, can you give us some of the parts?
It starts from the feet.
Okay.
It starts from the feet, because most of the time, as we are standing, because of gravitational force, the fluid starts from the feet, so it becomes swollen. That is how it starts. Then it will come up. If nothing is done about it, it's swollen and it is coming up. And then the other symptoms might be that you might feel dizzy because of the retention of toxins in you, and then it will bring about other diseases. You can even have sepsis, like infections. So what we need to just do is do annual medical checkups for us to know our kidney function.
Okay.
And then also exercising and good healthy eating.
Okay, thank you very much. Ebushan for enkoma area di efaminu mienu nyina ye ho ye kidney ho dero ene ye bo no enra ne nne e World Kidney Day, right? Aha, enra so ye bobo nyama ba ku mienu bi so ema o me ye sure say utie ye nuanom no, they said the same thing that enra me be ka kire wo enra no mo abomodea aka kire oba we mu no nzo mo ye professionals into mo nimu ne omo kanimu ye pa. Na sometimes you see, when we talk about kidney, because it is a part that we don't see, you who baby a shek, and now you who said you ni use, menkanesa, you who it's a show no cry yet. It's a dia do me because of my kidney. Na me pacho, tell us how dangerous sayari no eye. Said the beya omo when they say, oh, it's nothing, enye bibia o we ya tie jai o ya tie abre, and so they will know how serious the situation is.
Okay, so like Haja said, the kidney, when it fails, it ends up breaking down, like it breaks down a lot of the systems in your body, because kidney function very, very important. So like she mentioned, a bowl with urine flow, so like the liquids in our system, no, and na a holding for us. So if you are now eating in your mouth, the pressure to kidney, so now you are harming the kidney. It's unable to do all these things. So it means that now what it's supposed to do, it's not doing it. So if it's not doing it now, it's putting pressure on another part of your body. You get it? So you're putting pressure on other parts of your body. Yeah, that parts of your body will also end up breaking down. Then it will move to another part. So it's like eventually, you yourself, you just become internet. Say you don't see it in the early stages. You don't see it until it gets to maybe like stage 2, stage 3. And usually too, when one in tema, then now it becomes difficult to treat it. Say, like control it, maintain it, like because the kidney is very important. So usually so what to say, people are dying from kidney disease and then if yamia friend nipa kono inti or say you share very, very well, because first of all, because you don't see when the kidney is malfunctioning, you will not see it. So it's very important say you especially looking at for a very long period of time. Imagine you are doing a particular job for about 10 years, 15 years, and then you have a routine, and that routine is like something that is harming your kidney, and you don't even go for checkups at all. Like imagine something like that. Then you go to the hospital and you find out that this and this what is happening. Now you be questioning yourself because you don't understand how and you've forgotten that you've put pressure on your kidney for this period of years. Encourage the how do you call it, the annual checkup. And the checkup is not even just for the kidney. Do the full body checkup, like check your heart, check your kidney, check your heart, check your eyes, everything, liver, everything, check everything, because you don't know what has malfunctioned and put pressure on the other part. No, so more functional is is spreading to an So it's best say test now. You just do for diabetes, everything. Just check everything. So that you know that everything is fine. And then if you check and it's even just one thing, then you know that now you are focusing on that particular thing. You are focusing on preventing that particular thing, treating that particular thing, or controlling that particular thing.
Okay.
So I want the world to know. I'm not going now say the kidney is a very, very important part of your body. And immediately it starts malfunctioning, then you are having a whole lot of issues, because now you are unable to even fight against diseases anymore. Like it just disrupts a lot of things. It's very particular about Indiana AD, not just for the kidney but for the well-being of your whole body. Yes.
Okay, Bepacho, your first caller no, say you were getting your stuff ready. Okay, say ono munsio pa. Also ono do munsio pa. It will be say betimi ahanana.
Okay. So it depends on the work or the situation or the environment in which he is. If you are thirsty, you have to drink water. But maybe if you are not feeling thirsty, but you just have to be drinking a lot of water, as they said, too much of everything is bad.
Okay.
But if it is that he's feeling thirsty and he's drinking water and he's urinating, it's okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then one person too also said that he can drink more than the 4 sachets of water, and then it is okay, depending especially this weather. 4 sachets of water might not be okay for you, but we just give the 4 sachets because that should be the minimum. Unnum kra 4 no dear, ubenum from anopatu.
Okay.
So that's the least, but you can go more than that. If you are feeling thirsty, you are in the sun and you are working, and you're changing now, you have to drink it won't do for you. So you can go further than that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then somebody I want to touch on this one. The one who says she feels pain in the left breast, and then
beneath the left breast.
Yes.
And so
So I'll advise that the person should quickly go to the hospital. They should go and do breast screening, breast cancer screening. Sometimes it can be breast lumps that can develop into breast cancer later on. So she should just go and then she will do breast cancer screening, and then also do she should just visit the hospital. Okay. It is so important. She shouldn't wait at all, because some of these things, you see that as if it's just some small pain, it will go, but it is so much important. It can bring you down at any time. And then when it brings you down, most of them, like the cancers, they don't have treatment. You can only manage, and the management too is very expensive. So it's better you start it early. If there are lumps, maybe they will just go and remove it to prevent anything. But if it goes further, it becomes something else. So it is very good, important that she goes to see the healthcare provider immediately.
Okay.
And then somebody also said taking local medicine
and then hospital. Also pregnancy.
Yes. So you see, the herbal medicine, some of them are FDA recommended. And then they have their instructions there. Maybe a pregnant woman can take it or cannot take it. Those ones are okay. So you look at the instructions and then go by it. But those ones that there are no instructions, you see, first thing is the dosage. How you even take it. Some of these local drugs, we are not against it in total, but sometimes how it is taken, maybe it is for this particular area. Then they will just say put water inside the herbs, and then you just be drinking. What dosage are you drinking? You don't know how concentrated it is. Maybe you will put 1 liter of water. Somebody will just put 5 mils of water. So hers will be more concentrated than yours. Meanwhile, she's taking a cup and you're also taking a cup. So her own it will work more, but it will put pressure on the kidneys and the livers to do away with the excess that the body doesn't need. So that is one issue with these herbal drugs that are not FDA approved, that they can't give the dosage. They will just say drink. you drink, it might solve your problem, but it will give you some other more problem because the dosage you don't know. It might be too concentrated for you. So that is why it's advisable to go in for those that are recommended. The hospital medication, definitely. No doctor will tell you that when you go, just drink. They give you a measurement. They give you measurement. But most of the local drugs, the measurement, even if they tell you, it's not scientifically proven that this amount of the medicine, the herbal drug contains this amount of chemical. Like you see, it's not scientifically proven. So it might help you with whatever disease you, but it will give you more problems in future, especially the kidney and the liver. They deal with toxins.
Okay.
So I'll touch on the person who mentioned a child who unfortunately the mother couldn't make it after childbirth. So no mamenfa who say usually because ne mama ni hono no ombetumi amanu hospital betumi recommend infant formula, but sometimes no mention that him said that's so say about time bi wo ono so awo a omoma no breastfeeding. So we have ebimo omo breastfeeding like a milk bank, like omo breastfeeding for the babies are omo ni mothers so that at least they have omo breast milk no the content in the breast milk no, but say unfortunately now obisa any around that omo emma baby no infant formula. I don't know, no, the child is not going to be less of whatever because at least no wudru infant say 6 months no na say you practice this good nutrition that we spoken about, like started family foods no, and what the natural in your man like what the egg yolk ni sa nyoma woman is nyoma mani dia and no at least no yenim say anya kra no say 6 months no when ya majority of that nimpa odbeshemu at that period. But say if ne mame or what padia, we encourage say on your exclusive breastfeeding unless the mother is not alive and there is nobody to give.
And to add on to that, with the infant formula, as she said, it is when there's no breast milk available, then we go in for the infant formula. The infant formula is made in such a way that it's close to breast milk. The nutrients and whatever functions that is in it is close to it. For that, it's also better than feeding any other thing. So apart from breast milk, when breast milk is not available, the next option should be infant formula because they make it in such a way that it is close to breast milk, but breast milk is the best. And a child that takes infant formula compared to a child that takes breast milk, there is no much difference, but sometimes even the challenges with taking infant formula, it weighs is so much more than the breast milk. It can bring about constipation, it can bring about infections. When the child continuously gets infection, the growth will be compromised. And then constipation, it will also cause the child not to want to eat more. And then also the cost of the infant formula. It's also part, it is not readily available. Just as if your child is crying for breast milk, you just give. But infant formula, you have to go and heat water and so there are so many disadvantages of infant formula compared to breast milk. But when there is no breast milk, the mother is not there. The infant formula is the next best available option. Yes.
All right. Yeah, time no cry as soon every yeah, me abe maybe bisa question be also no odidi ya na che say order. Odidi we ya koko say tin kra no be no kra na che say. And na ya mama so I think the Nina almost has to be that by your mama over 75 years. So odidi we ya pe na che say. Or say pe baby na abewa obomodiana or relaxation so person who say is that okay and a baby na yakoso ni pedue mo.
Okay, so with her with the age it is okay because they are not so strong, active and strong. So it's okay for her, but if she can just do some walking. Let's say I'll give this example. In Islam, it is advisable that when you finish eating and you are even going to sleep, just take some 60 steps before you go to sleep. It's good. It helps with so that the digestion will be done well. Than when you just eat you go to sleep. But as she is old, you can't put so much pressure on her to do that. But the other one, I think he mentioned that when he eats, he feels weak, and so he has to lie down. So that one too, he should visit the hospital and check the blood sugar. Sometimes, if you are having issues, maybe pre-diabetic or something, when you eat immediately, the sugar rises in your blood rise. When it rises, you might feel dizzy or weak, and that maybe you have to lie down. So what she needs to do is to go to the hospital and check out.
And I think one person to mention that Nejumano otenase from otenase but at least to me sorry and 1990 a minute I think it's good. It's better than say obetenase from the morning to the evening. At least in between every 4 hours or every 3 hours but to me sorry and until like some 5 minutes it's good.
Okay.
And then he should also incorporate exercising throughout the week. At least he should find some day that he will do at least some 30 minutes exercise.
Okay. All right, yada mo say nyankopon hira mo ebusiafo ewie ane enkomo a uti say ye di no mepacho enra ne na e world kidney day mepacho ati ase inte no ye enkomo no akwa ye kidneys home na enne ye mpanimfo mo ba ye mo be cheche ye no eye Hajia Barikisu Haruna or municipal nutrition officer Ewoga East ane ena yes sister Ethel Asma or so nutritional nutrition officer Ewoga East hono mo a mepacho mo enewie yete omonka no I hope we say enen komo ya ye di mesraw ye nyina ye di for etini yensua se free ene kono ye be change yen habits bi eno amedi nkan kacha o say ya ye di aduane be si enim odo nsahya ngo be mi nkra salt be mi nkra na wo sesa nchini gumu no wo ka so ye me yo eda we ni ma twan o eti yen twitwa so and smoking and all those things moyen mesrew pa what you say. All right, me pacha mo betimi am my direction to Gan East say bi obi tie no person oba mo ho no mo a.
Okay, so first of all, my clarify kakra. So we are from the health directorate. Ewo Abokobi. Inti under us no na yewo facilities like the Gan East Municipal Hospital, Abokobi Polyclinic, Taifa Polyclinic, your boy health center. Dome RCH omunyina ehye yase. But yebano this area Gan East Municipal Hospital and ebem ewa ha. Okay. It is a mupe kwaya kohwa enwa just Wonder Junction. So wo foka obaka so obesi wo Wonder Junction wo si wo ho a signboard kakrakana esi ho. Udru a wo bisa kwa metro taxi ranka ewo ho a wotina taxi ni mu a shum eno be regate ni mu to hospital ho. And no dey anya ayira kwan kra Gan is there very popular anya ayira kwan but say areas like Abokobi or boy or Dome or Taifa area wanna say wo pese wo ko ayarasabia so ayewo facilities was our areas no so wo betumi akoho so we be render the same service as Gan is for a render to you. Okay, thank you very much for that clarification.
Nyankopon onhyira wo yo damo ase ebusiafo ebiomo no ane se ebia na chese exercise nkomo ya ye di se ebia o tintin wa pom enane ya odenti wo so da won pese wo be ko be bia me patcho new TV and if it's Monday ekosi Friday anapa me patcho ye fitness program bi bo modi ana hwe bi na tintin wa pom what you say tintin wa pom